Alright, so this is some of the footage from the first time I went out with the GoPro. I found a nice little spot that's not too far from my workshop. Just do a quick little drive out there and then throw my gear on and jump right in. And I found a little cove where the waves aren't too crazy, so I can get my gear on without having to worry about the surf. There's always just a couple little baby fish in the shallows. I'm always surprised by the stuff I find out there. This time I found a pair of I-beams with a bunch of big old sea urchins on them. And this spot is nice because it's super close to the shore. You don't have to swim very far to get out there. And there's just tons of fish swimming around. You can run into highways going this way and that way. Now, I always try to tell myself, be ready for a fish from the moment you get in the water to the moment you get out of the water. But I always forget when I first get out there. And here's one where I got surprised by a big old fish that popped out and I was totally not ready for it. Didn't have the gun ready or anything, so this one got away. After that, I stumbled across this cute little guy. He comes up and just kisses the surface. To get to the next spot, I gotta cross what I call a desert. It's this big open space with giant ripples. And all the sand is made up of these tiny little pieces that the parrotfish eat off the coral. Now, this is the place I wanted to show everybody. This place is pretty neat. It's got all these sunken little, I don't know if they're like bunkers or what, but all these little square concrete slabs. You've got the little T cut out in them. There's all kinds of different debris in the back, just all kinds of different shapes, circles, squares. There's chunks of metal and stuff. This stuff is growing on. It's pretty wild. checking in this little loop to see if there's anything hiding underneath. And this guy decided to jump out and surprise me right here. Gave me a little jump scare. These just go on in a line for a really long time. There must be, I don't know, about 100 of them. All up in a line, big old blocks. They even rise up out of the water over here. Now, here I had to slow it down a little bit because I was capturing it a little bit too fast for the motion to follow. But there was this whole big field of coral pockets where these little sea urchins were growing, all different colors. In this little reef structure, there's all these little canyons. I don't think the fish were really expecting me to follow them through here because it's so shallow. But once I popped out, there's this giant school over here. I had to cross the second desert to get over to the really cool fishing spot. And this was just really cool, being able to see the waves push the sand along the ridges. It's like a giant desert down there. Of course, I'm right by the Honolulu airport, so there's jets passing overhead all the time. Once I got to this other spot, there were just tons of little fishes playing around with each other, swimming all over. So that was pretty neat. And over here, I didn't even see this fish until after when I was editing the footage. I must have been looking to the left or something, but you can see him swim by on the right there. I totally missed him, did not see him at all. So I thought that was pretty funny. This is a good fish to keep an eye out for. This is a bluefin trevally. He's definitely too small to catch, so we'll let him grow up a little bit. And there's a big old puffer fish. These are definitely some of the most chill fish on the reef. This was a cool spot because I came around a corner and realized that I was completely surrounded by fish. Swimming around me 360 degrees. And I turned one direction and there was a whole nother school of fish coming up. Here's a case where I saw some bigger fish, but I wasn't quite quick enough on the tracking. I couldn't move the gun fast enough sideways to get it. It was just a perfect scenario where I surprised it, came around the corner and took off to the side, and I was in the right spot to track it, and I thought I had missed it. I thought I hadn't gotten it at all. When I checked to pull the line up, I realized it was there on the end. Now, unfortunately, I kind of got caught up on the reef here with the waves, so I was trying to get it up out of the water, but I had to stabilize myself with my other hand, and so it got back in the water and got off the end. So I didn't get to keep that one. As if to make up for it, this big guy shows up. I had to swim with him for a little bit before the camera batteries went out. That's all for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I really enjoyed getting to show you around the reef a little bit. I'll see you on the next one.